how do you form Trackhouse? What's the first step?
So Ty and I went and had lunch with a group in LA, O'Donnell, Ben Kennedy, Probst, a couple of these guys, and we talked about the new car, and I was really drilling into exactly what their plan was with this new car, because I saw an opportunity. I saw an opportunity to build a cup team the way that I would want to build it and have it be successful. And we asked a lot of questions, because they had this vision about what the car was going to be. I was like, well, what happens when you start getting pushback from these guys? And well, you're going to start walking this thing back a little bit. Well, we'll let you develop the suspension, or we'll give you the underside of the car. We'll let you do this. I'm looking for every opportunity for there to be cracks in the foundation of the philosophy around this car and how they were going to officiate it. And it was never there. There was a lot of conviction about how this is no longer going to be a funding arms race between, OEMs and really wealthy owners. This is going to be a car that everyone's going to have the same car, and it's going to be, a sports team. And but I worked hard at it because I didn't really know these guys that much. And I know that they wanted new teams to come in, and that a new team or teams coming in was going to give them real proof of concept and a real feather in their cap with the new car. So I had to manage that. Are they telling me what I want to hear? Are they really convicted in like a true paradigm shift in the sport? And met with Jim and thought about it, and really, really felt good about it. And so I did what I never, ever, ever do, and promised myself that I would never do. I didn't do it with building the go-kart track here, the GoPro Motorplex. I didn't do it with any of my other ventures, and that was announced that I was going to do something publicly before I had it done.
Why'd you do that?
I had to give legitimacy I had to get Trackhouse out in the world so everybody knew about it, because it was going to give me the opportunity to have access to people I needed to talk to. Right? So all of a sudden it was like this thing, like Justin's going racing with Trackhouse. And I don't even know I don't even think we named it. I think that I just called Adam Stern and was like, will you just do a tweet that says Justin's starting a cup team, please? Because I needed to give some legitimacy to some of the conversations that I was having and get some access to some of the people so I could start getting information.
Trackhouse as a brand was where at that point? Like you said, you didn't even know you had a name for it.
Yeah, it was just, I'm going cup racing.
Was the company in existence? Did you have a company?
It was a single member Tennessee LLC with $800 in the bank account.
Was Ty Norris an employee?
No.
And so you
maybe, I don't know if he was we were probably talking at that point, but I mean, I was just still in like the ideation phase of this thing.
And what year is this?
2019.
Okay. So now it makes sense. So yeah, you did something that not only you had never done, but honestly, it would be it's almost reckless, and that is announce a company in the arrival of a race team that hasn't actually formed yet.
Well, I'm not the first one to do it.
Oh, right. Who else?
Well, I mean, look, we've read a lot of press releases about intention.
That's true,
right?
Yeah.
And I don't. Yeah. I never wanted to announce intention publicly, really,
because they don't usually manifest.
It was a huge risk, because if it didn't happen, then it was like, then I'm in this group of people that it's just sort of like, Then I mean, I put my legitimacy at risk forever.
Forever. I don't think you actually get that back. That's a pretty big gamble that I don't know that most people can appreciate.
Yeah. So I was very. I mean, then that's not the first time I had a couple of these moments in the formation of Trackhouse that were very, very difficult personally, and just because I hadn't put myself out there, but I took solace in the fact that all of the people's stories that I was reading and inspired by that built great companies and did great things. We're in these positions. I mean, Elon Musk closed his final round of Tesla when he had enough money in the bank to make one more payroll period, and then everybody was fired. I mean, it's like these people they put themselves in positions where they're so convicted about the mission that we're going to die trying.
Did you have a financing plan? I mean, like, obviously, no?
Nope.
How were you going to plan to fund it then?
I was going to get a charter that was going to help. And
paid for by?
Oh, I mean debt. Some debt, some family money. Just I'd pooled some capital together to be able to like set this thing off.
Okay.
I didn't have enough money to go. Like I didn't have sponsorship to race the season, but I was like just gonna bet the farm and backstop it. You know what I mean? Wow. Because I believed in it. I mean, I was like, what do I have to lose? Honestly, I mean, if I try to do one great thing in my life, this is it. I've been in this garage area for 20 years. Like, I don't know another industry. Like, let's go with this. the timeline's foggy, so you have to bear with me because this is just a lot of stress and a lot of like moving parts and everything like that. But I mean, I announced it, and then we basically went to work trying to secure our charter, which was a journey I almost wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, honestly.
Junior Motorsports is maybe on that journey, you know?
Yeah,
and it's a impossible thing.
Well, it's getting harder every day.
Yeah,
I mean, it's almost like I feel like I was like the last one through the gate. I was like the last one that squeaked through, and now things are going to be pretty tight until we get this new TV deal, this new charter agreement done.
Agree.
You guys got to explain to me then. What happened then? If you were the last one, what happened with
There's
the gate?
only 36.
Are the cost of the charters are just skyrocketing?
Well, I think everybody that was really wanting to get in, probably except y'all, like everybody that was really looking and really trying to get in, got in. Like Denny got in, I got in, Matt Collick got his too. So
There's
everybody,
only 36
there's
charters.
only so many to go around.
There's only so many, but now we're entering. The television rights renewal window is opening. We've started the work on the charter renewal agreement with the teams, and so with so many unknowns out there, I think everyone at the point now where they're like, we don't really want to sell. We don't want to change anything because we want to see what happens with the new TV rights deal. Because if it goes the way everybody hopes it's going to go, the enterprise value of these teams is going to skyrocket.
Hey guys, I'm here to tell you 3 reasons why I love our sponsor, Tire Pros. Number 1, Tire Pros loves cars as much as I do. Number 2, they have great service. Number 3, they're committed to getting you back out on the road. Plus, they've got this really cool logo.
Dale, that's 4 reasons.
And they have over 600 locations, 24/7 roadside assistance, a great selection, and a best-in-class tire warranty. Tire Pros, love the drive.